Christy, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 4 of my 2021 holiday card series. Today I'm going to be using the Lawn Fawn Merry Mice stamp set. So I've stamped my images out in Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink on some Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth Premium White cardstock, and I'm going to be coloring with my Copic markers. I wanted to color some little brown mice today, and so I chose E51, E53, and E55. I started with the E55 on this first guy and put that mainly down his back. Since he's facing toward the right, I wanted his shadows to be on the left, so that keeps his face nice and bright. And then I blended out with the E53. And now I'm finishing up with the E51 for the main parts of his body. I did leave a small white muzzle on him. And before I go on to the rest of him, I'm going to jump over to the other little mouse. And since she's facing toward the left, I'm going to flip her shadows and add them on the right hand side. So they're basically just in the reverse. Once again, I'm starting with that darkest shade, that E55, blending out with the mid-tone, the E53, and then filling in with the highlight shade, which is the E51. Also going to leave her muzzle white and also her little feet. I added a touch of the E51 in the ears and on the belly, and then I'm going to blend that out with the E50 and let that fade into the white. Then I'm going to add the E57 to that combo and color in the bottom of my tree. I wanted to get that stump colored in while I have those browns out, so I just started with the E57 underneath and blended toward the bottom left corner. And then I'm going to move on to their little cheeks and noses and ears. I'm using R11 and R20. And I gave them little pink noses with the R20, and then I'm coloring in their ears and giving them rosy cheeks with both of those shades. Just use the R20 to add the cheek and then went around it with the R11. And then I wanted to do a pink Christmas tree. I have a friend who has always wanted a pink Christmas tree, so I thought it would be fun to do one, just something a little different. So I pulled in our 000 and started with that because I didn't know how dark I wanted it to go. So I started light and then I decided to darken that up with the R11, just doing little flicking strokes toward the top, and I'm doing longer ones at the part where the scallop dips upward. And then I did decide to add in a bit of the R20 as well, but I just used less of that because I didn't want it to get too dark. So I did that on all 3 tiers of that tree. And then I'm going to go back to that R11 and begin to blend that out, just doing quick little flicks once again. And then I'll use that R000 to just blend everything all the way to the top, so it has a nice soft pink shade to it. Next, I wanted to use some reds, but I wanted it to be a bit more of a cranberry red, or at least leaning toward that direction. So I went with R35, R37, and R39, and I'm going to do 3 of the little glass ornaments in those shades, just blending with the shadow on the right hand side and the highlight on the left. And then I'm also going to do the bow on one of the Christmas gifts. And for that one, I just put the shadows at the bottom and blended with the highlight at the top. And then I moved on to some cool grays. I think the cool grays look the most like silver, and that's what I was going for. So I used C0, C1, and C3 to color in the other 2 Christmas ornaments. And then I'm also going to do a silver star for the top of my tree. I wanted this color palette to be pink and cranberry and silver and brown. So instead of any gold, I'm going to use the silver to replace that. I also used a little of the C1 and C0 to color in the stool so it would just look white but have a little bit of shading to it. And then I'll also color in the gift that I put the red bow on. So I added the shading on the bottom and down the right hand side, and then also underneath the lid a little bit, and then blended toward the left using just that C1 and C0. And then I'll do the bow on the gift above that with those shades as well. And then for the actual gift, I'm going to go back to my R000 and R00. So I have something else that has that pop of pink on it. And then I wanted to add some details to that. So I went back to my R35 and added some polka dots. I wanted to add some details with a white gel pen, so I grabbed my Sakura white jelly roll and I'm adding little streaks coming up from the bottom edge of each tier. And then I kind of blended them out a little bit with my finger because I didn't want them to be too strong. Just wanted it to be like a subtle detail, so it kind of looked shiny, almost like tinsel. So once I finished with that, I decided to add a little detail to the silver gift. So I'm just going to do some diagonal stripes going from the bottom right toward the top left. Then I took my black Sakura Jelly Roll pen and went over the eye of the little mouse who has his eyes open, and then I trimmed these images out with their matching dies. For my background, I'm going to use some pattern paper from the Let It Shine Snowflakes 6x6. I'm going to use this one here that is white with silver foiled snowflakes. I'll also use a piece of wood grain neutrals cardstock and a thin strip of white cardstock, and I'm going to trim all three of those out with one of the stitched circle stackables. Then I'm going to take the peppermint stripes backdrop and die cut that out of some chili pepper cardstock and some white cardstock. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop out all of the little strips from the white cardstock panel because I only want to use the frame of that one. So I'm just going to remove all of those off to the side. You could save those and use them for another project if you wanted to. You could even make 3 cards at once if you're going to, since I'm using 3 different shades of cardstock. But I didn't cut the red one out perfectly, so I won't be able to use the frame of that on another card, although you could use the wider stripes. So I'm going to add some Barely Art liquid glue to the back of all of these little sections so that everything will be stuck down nice and neat. And then I'm going to adhere it to a piece of Ballet Slippers cardstock. It's actually a card base that I have scored and folded to be a standard A2 size card with the fold at the top. So it's 4 1/4 wide by 5 1/2 tall. And I'm just going to hold on to that and make sure that everything is pressed down really well. Then I'm going to pop out only the thin stripes from the red panel and add that glue to the little spaces and then press them down into place to fill up that background so I get a nice candy cane look. Now I will say that there were a couple of pieces that didn't die cut perfectly from these 2 panels. It's probably my own fault because my plates in my Spellbinders Platinum 6 are a little bit old, and so I might not have gotten a perfect cut. But if you encounter problems like that, you may want to just try using a metal shim when you die cut them. Lawn Fawn has a really great one. That's what I will definitely use next time because I think it will give me an even better cut. So I'm just going to continue adding that glue into those tiny little spaces. I love that this glue fits so perfectly in those spaces because it has that super fine nozzle. And then I'll just add those strips in until the whole panel is all filled up. And I'm so happy that I went with the 3 color tone in this background because I just think it looks so nice. It really reminds me of a candy cane. So now that that's done, I'm going to set that aside and work on my sentiment. I've got a piece of narwhal cardstock that I'm stamping on with Hippo ink, and I'm just selectively stamping Hava and Christmas. I'm going to fill in the rest of the sentiment with something else. And I did stamp that down 3 times because this ink does dry back a bit, and I wanted to make sure that that sentiment stayed nice and bold, but I didn't want to add black on there since that wasn't really in my color scheme. Then I'm going to open up that card base and finish off the inside using some bubblegum ink. And I'm using another one of the mice and the sentiment that says, "Hope your holidays are merry and bright." And then I'm going to add in the small gift to his hand. So I stamped that down as well. And then I'm going to finish off my sentiment by taking my Finley's ABCs and selecting the letters M-I-C-E, and I'm going to die cut that out of some more chili pepper cardstock. I'm going to hold it in place with some more post-it tape and run that through my die cut machine. So my battery died and I didn't realize that I missed the footage of putting that focal panel together and then popping it up with some foam tape on that background. But now I'm going to decorate my scene. I'm going to start with the Christmas tree in the center and add the star to the top of that. I really like how that gives it some height. And then I'm going to take the stool and I'm going to glue that down over on the left side, so that one of my little mice can stand on that, just making sure that that adheres down well, because that foil in the cardstock, or the pattern paper rather, can make it a little bit trickier to glue things down on, so just making sure to hold that for a few seconds until it does adhere. And then I'll take the second mouse and add that over on the right side of the tree. Then I'm going to take the 2 gifts and adhere those in front of the tree to fill in some of that space that the floor has. And I put the larger gift on the right hand side since the mouse that's on the stool is on the left, and then the shorter gift on the left to balance out the mouse that looks shorter on the right. So everything has nice balance there. I'm going to add some ornaments into their outstretched hands, and I'm also going to add some to the tree, just trying to make sure that I don't have 2 of the same color right up next to each other. So I will add a red one into the mouse's hand and then make sure that the next one is a silver. So I'm going to put the silver one kind of above the little gifts. And then I'll finish with another red one over at the bottom left side. They are super tiny and fiddly, so if you would be helped by using a pair of reverse tweezers, that might be a good idea, but I managed just fine using just my fingers. So now I've added some extremely thin little strips of foam tape behind the bottom half of those die cut letters with the Finley's ABCs, and I'm using liquid glue to adhere the top halves that are going to overlap the focal panel, which is also popped up. So I'm going to spell out the word mice, like I said. So just making sure that those are on there nice and straight and spaced equally apart. I just eyeballed it, but you could definitely lay them out ahead of time before you peel off that backer sheet from the foam tape. And then I'm going to use a little dot of the Barely Art glue to adhere the dot of the eye, and there you can see I did use my reverse tweezers for those because that was really hard to hold on to. Then I trimmed out the Hava and Christmas with an Everyday Sentiment banner, and I'm going to trim that down, and the top one I'm going to adhere right above the M, and then the bottom one I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of, so it will also be on the same level as the focal panel and the word mice. So I just added a little strip behind that, and then I'm going to tuck that under the edge of the C and the E So the sentiment reads, "Have a mice Christmas." So it's not a Christy, it's Crafty Christmas card without some Stardust stickles. And so I'm going to add some to the star on the top of the tree and also to all of the little ornaments. My bottle got a little bit clogged, so I had to unclog that with the pin from my Barely Art craft glue. And then I also added it to the ribbons on the two gifts. And then I'm going to pick that up so you can see how that sparkle and shine just catches the light, including that foiled background on that pattern paper. And there is another peek at the inside as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's definitely more feminine, but I think it turned out super pretty. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I'm posting new ones every Monday and Friday. If you're interested in any of these products, you'll find them listed and linked in the description bar below. And if you'd like to keep watching, here are day 4 of the previous 2 years of holiday card series, so you can click on either one to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye-bye.